Okay. I wasn't actually planning to do the water and air signs today. They were going to be tomorrow, but I had some last minute readings and other things come up. So, that's work related. So yeah, I just had to shuffle this around a little bit, so I can make sure that I, do those also. So yeah, I'm actually going to do all four of these live streams today. So if my throat gets a bit ropey, just bear with me if I need to take a drink or if I need to quickly go out and get some more water, which I probably should do now. So just bear with me one moment. Oh dear. Okay, that's better. Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to make sure that I actually have more water because, I got a little bit choked up in I think it was Virgo's reading. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I don't just die when I'm trying to do these readings for you guys. So gotta have water on the go. Keep hydrated, especially with this heat. So I think we are ready. So, hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to the YouTube channel and to the live stream for the new moon in Leo tarot readings for the water signs. So to begin with, we'll start with the sign of Cancer. We'll move on to Scorpio and then wrap up the live stream with the Pisces reading. With regards to the decks, I'm using these 3 decks here. So we'll start off firstly with the Moonology deck. We'll then jump over and get a card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And then we'll get 3 cards or so from the Waite deck. So as always, this is a general reading. So please don't force it to your situation if you feel like the messages do not resonate for you. If you're interested in looking at this for multiple placements, you can look at these readings in regards to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. So if you do have a look at your natal chart, see those corresponding zodiac signs and which, energy feels relevant to you at the time. More than one can apply. Now, with regards to personal readings, because people often do ask me during the live streams, you can find that information in the description box below if you're interested. If you would like to get access to extended monthly readings, bonus tarot readings, spiritual guidance video series that are not available anywhere else, you can now join my Patreon. So information regarding that is also in the description as well. I highly recommend it. There's all sorts of goodies in there that you won't find anywhere else. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. So first sign we're starting off with, it's the sign of Cancer. So Cancer, what's going on with you over this new moon period? What energies will be playing out for yourself? Just to let you know, this is an excellent time for new projects, new beginnings, closing cycles, entering a new one with confidence, with passion, with self-love, and determination. So the card you got from the Moonology deck, Cancer, is what do you need to release? Waning moon. What do you need to release? Is there something that's holding you back? Is there something that you're finding it difficult to let go of? What is it at this time that you feel like you're finding it impossible to get past, right? Because there's always something, right? There's always something that kind of is niggling at the back of our minds, right? That is kind of worming its way to the forefront whenever we feel like we're about to close a chapter for good. So there may still be some residual energy from a cycle that you have brought to a close or that is now closing at this time. When those residual energies come up, I do recommend taking a closer look at it to see what aspects of that you're struggling to come to terms with or releasing entirely, right? So do take a moment to reflect on that so you can fully close the door on whatever it is and stop it from, dampening this beautiful new chapter that you're stepping into, Cancer. Okay. And this can even not be necessarily in relation to a situation or a person. This can literally just be a fear, a long-held belief or fear that you find it difficult to release entirely, because it's very much a part of your thought process. It's a part of your perception of how you perceive the world, your connections, your abilities, yourself, whatever it is, right? So do take a look at it, whatever that is. Okay, so let's see what the Work Your Light deck has to say. Okay. So the card you have here is Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Amazing. So that's the thing. You're stepping into a new chapter. You're stepping into this really abundant, highly charged, high vibrational frequency, right? And your psychic ability is probably changing and expanding at this time. So it'd be a shame if, that was lessened or dampened temporarily, or, it took longer for you to get there simply because of some long-standing fear that you have, or limiting belief, or lack of confidence that you have, right? So whatever you feel like, I can't do this, or I'm not able to do that, or, I am not this, you need to let that go, because you are capable of so much more. You're changing in frequency. Your vibration is rising, okay? You're being lifted, right? For a purpose. So don't let your fear prevent you from getting these blessings, okay, that are coming in for you at this time. Okay. Now, let's go over to the tarot and see what information we can get. But yeah, you're still going through a significant transformation at this time, Cancer. So I'm not surprised that there is some residual energies that are coming up for you to release for good, because it's a part of this process. There's still, even if you're having a lot of downloads, even if you feel like your abilities are expanding already, because they are, there is still so much more to come. Like, you have no idea. So that's why all of your fears, all of your concerns, all of your triggers, all of your troubles, all of that stuff is coming to the surface to be healed, released. See, just split the deck and I saw the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups in reverse. So, a significant soul level connection is coming in to assist with this as well. And it's going to bring significant happiness. You're happy ever after, right? New beginning, right? This is literally emotional abundance at its highest level. So you're going to feel so grateful that this change took place, that you released the fear, that you stepped into this frequency, and that you surrendered your fears to the divine, because it's illusionary, because it's not real, it's not based in reality. It just stems from, the fear that you've suppressed or that you've been keeping within yourselves all this time from events that took place in the past, right? It's not actually about where it is that you're headed. There's nothing to fear. Okay. So let's have a look. So with regards to the tarot, the first card you have, Cancer, is Justice in reverse. Okay, so Libra energy. You could be dealing with a Libra or have it problem in your chart. Regardless of that, you are coming to a place where whatever you felt like was unfair, whatever wrongdoings that you felt like you've had to endure, the scales are being turned, right? Things are shifting. And it does mean that also whatever you've been trying to hide from, whatever you feel like, you're guilty of, or what shame you have, that's tied into these fears, you have to let them go. You have to come to this place of self-acceptance, as well as accepting, whatever took place to you, towards you in the past, and really forgive yourself and forgive others. so that you can release yourself of those cycles. You can free yourself from those energetic bonds, right? Because I feel like that's a big part of what you're needing to release. You know, this anger or this, not so much anger, but just the wounds of the past, right? Free yourself through forgiveness so that you can move more into this new frequency. And it's challenging. It's not always easy to forgive ourselves or other people, but it's what's required at this time. So the next card you have is the Eight of Wands in reverse. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, there's nothing you really have to express at this time on this level. You just have to do the work, I feel like. You know, and you may be reluctant to communicate some of these deeper emotions that you're navigating with others because it's highly personal. And, you know, a lot of the time people think that because because you're a water sign, you're willing to divulge every single thing about you to anyone. And that's not the case. Like, you're only willing to express certain things to certain people, a very select few people usually, right? But maybe it would do you good to just talk out some of these things that you're trying to release from your past with those that you feel like you trust most, right? Because, you know, you're not meant to do everything entirely on your own. So maybe that's also what's causing you a little bit of difficulty at this time in fully releasing these energies from the past. You know, being able to just talk openly about what's going on with you with someone that you trust, like a trusted friend, your partner, a family member, okay? Like, you're not an island. You don't have to do this alone. And the next card you have is the Five of Cups in reverse. So water energy, your energy, along with Scorpio and Pisces. So it's time to stop grieving over what happened, right? It's time to let it go. Whatever wrongdoing took place against you, whatever betrayal, backstabbing or lies or whatever it was, that's in the past. It's no longer a part of your present. So why are you allowing it to dominate, you know, what happens in your life at this point? You're only giving more power to those that you want to remove power from. So focus on your healing, focus on this beautiful new beginning that's coming into your life. Like, honestly, from the cards I saw beneath the deck, like with the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups, it's like you can have everything that you want. Your happy ever after, you know, is being offered to you. But you have to release the things of the past that caused you pain. You have to release it. It's not saying forget about it, forget that it happened, or, you know, act like it's acceptable to be treated that way. It's not about that at all. It's just coming to the understanding and acceptance that it did happen, but it also made you stronger. It made you more aware. It made you very firm in your boundaries. It made you come to the realizations that you have, so that you know very clearly what it is that you want and what you don't want, what you'll tolerate and what you won't tolerate. And that allows you to only keep, you know, connections that are authentic, that have good intent, right? That are heart-centered, right? So I hope this helps, Cancer. You're on the cusp of another leap, right, in terms of your transformation. So if you can get past this, like, it's going to be so beautiful for you. Like, you have no idea what's coming. Like, all of the happiness you could possibly want in the world is on your doorstep. It just requires you to let go of something from your past, okay? So I hope this helps you anyway. If you found it useful, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll speak to you guys soon. So now we're going to jump over to the sign of Scorpio, okay? So Scorpio is the next reading. So we'll go into that now and see what's coming up for you over this new moon period. Sign of Scorpio. What energies are coming up for Scorpio? Ooh. Okay. So you have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So you could have Pisces in your chart and be dealing with a Pisces. For Scorpio, it's a case of you may be stressing about something. You may be assuming the worst because you're in a place of stress and overthinking. So you need to kind of take some time out of your day and recalibrate so you can start to see things clearly and objectively again, because I feel like maybe you're kind of getting a bit overwhelmed, right? And you're like, okay, I have so much I need to do. There's so much I want to accomplish. Now's the time to do it all, but I don't know how I'm going to do it all. And what if this doesn't work out? What if that doesn't work out? Like, you're just going 100 miles an hour, I feel like. So you need to kind of dial it back a little bit and, just get clear on what it is that you need to do. What steps can you take? Can you delegate? Can you get assistance, right? If you feel like you're taking on too much, right? That's what you need to do. You need to take some time out to just breathe, first of all, and see where you can get help, where you can get guidance, where you can get support, right? Because I feel like you're taking on a lot at this time. And maybe it's needless as well. Maybe you don't need to take on as much as you are. Maybe there is a lot of support that can be given to you at this time that you're not seeing or you're not accepting. Okay. So let's have a look. And that can also come from, the divine as well, not just those that you're in connection with here on earth, but your astral connections as well, your higher connections. I don't mean higher as in, above anyone else, but just like, your connections on higher planes of existence, higher dimensions, right? Okay. So the next card you have, I pulled from the Work Your Light deck, is in Rama. Where are you being called to journey to? Now, this card speaks of spiritual journey. You can go to a physical place, usually an ancient site, a site with a lot of history, a lot of memory, a lot of residual energy, somewhere that you possibly had visited at a very young age or in another lifetime, something that holds a spiritual significance to you. Now, this doesn't have to be a physical place. This could also be astral projection. This can be astral travel, meditation, as we spoke of here, right? So you're being called to go to a plane or a place of higher existence, right? A plane of higher existence for you to get that divine support, that knowledge, that download, right? So you may even find yourself being initiated into higher learning, right? And I don't mean in the form of university. I mean true higher learning, as in, divine wisdom. So you may be called to a place in the astral, an astral plane, in order to receive, right, these important snippets of wisdom, this spiritual teaching that's coming through source, right? So very powerful, actually. And I feel like that can possibly really help you to, as I said, recalibrate, understand the need for moments of stillness, quiet, being more trusting of others and willing to delegate aspects of, maybe a business that you have, maybe you're in management of some description in your work, or just different aspects of the home life, right? Trust others to do their part so that you are not having to take on the full responsibility and weight of all things, right? Okay. So let's have a look in regards to the tarot and see what else we can get with this. But I feel like the divine is trying to help you free up time because there's another task at hand here. Yeah, see the Star and the Queen of Swords. So this is the air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Could be dealing with any of those signs. Strong Aquarius being shown here. So you may have someone in your, in your environment that is very capable, right? Is very capable of providing that assistance that is needed, right? That is able to get work done that you're just not giving the opportunity for, that would actually be very good at it, that would actually want to take that on, right? So you can focus your attention and awareness on the things that really need your focus, that really require your attention, your passion, your energy, your enthusiasm, because it is aligned to your soul mission. It's aligned to your path, right? Whatever path that you're choosing to take in this lifetime. Okay. So let's see. What the tarot reveals about this. So the first card you have is the Magician. Okay, why am I not surprised that this card came out for you, Scorpio? It's like you are being initiated, okay? That's what I really get from this. Like that's why you're being tapped on the shoulder in the astral and being asked to meet on this other plane of existence, right? Maybe you've never even astral projected before, but you're being called to do so, right? Because there is some higher wisdom that you are ready for, that is going to serve you and that's going to help others, right? In this journey, on this in this particular timeline that we're now navigating, the new timeline, right? So you have to be ready and of the frequency that you are being pulled into. So that's what you're being prepped for, I feel like. And that's why it's essential that you really focus on getting into that place of stillness, doing the mindfulness exercises, but also meditating. Meditating is going to be extremely important at this time. Next card you have is the Nine of Wands, so fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But Scorpio, I feel like it's a case of, you are a little bit, I feel like you feel out of your depth, right? You're like, holy crap, like I've never had experiences on this level before. Yes, I'm a spiritual person, or yes, I have, a deep affinity with certain aspects, but I've never experienced it on this level before. And it can be a little bit overwhelming. It can be a bit like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do? Am I okay? Am I safe? Like, because it's a profound experience, but ultimately it is going to serve you very well, especially in the years to come. And as I said, it is relevant to the timeline that you're navigating, that you're stepping into. So it's okay to have a little bit of hesitancy or feel a little bit overwhelmed, as long as when you come back from your astral travels, you take a moment to recalibrate yourself and ground yourself, right? Because it can be a little bit disorientating especially if you've never done that before. So just know that you'll be okay, right? You're not going to just get lost or anything like that. You will come back to your body. It's okay. And the next card you have is the World. Yes. So we like this new cycle. As I said, you're stepping into, I feel like this is you walking through the portal, right? This is you entering the portal to new realities, also to new planes of existence, higher dimensions, right? Stepping into a world outside of the world right? Completely new, something you've never experienced before, and getting so much love, support, wisdom, guidance, right? You're being initiated essentially into the heavenly realms, right? It's that kind of energy. It's very ascendant. It's very powerful. So yeah, Scorpio, that's intense, but in a very good way. You're getting serious upgrades at this point, and you're getting, you're being welcomed with open arms, right? So very, very powerful. I hope this helps you anyway. And as I said, there are others that can assist with, what's happening in the 3D when it comes to material needs being met, work being carried out and all the rest of it. So you don't have to worry on that level. What you need to focus on is on meditating and getting to this space where you can begin your astral journey as well. So yeah, I hope that helps. Let me know your thoughts. Give it a thumbs up if you found it useful or if it's relevant to you. Okay. And now we're going to go over to our final water sign, the final reading of the water signs, and that is for the sign of Pisces. So Pisces, let's get into it. So let's see what's coming up for you in this full moon period. Okay, it's funny because I literally said this earlier. I didn't get this card, but I said this in another reading. You got nothing is set yet in stone. A mutable moon, right? Interesting. So yeah, this is it. Nothing is set in stone. Things can change. Things are malleable. Life is fluid, right? Nothing is rigid. No matter how stable or secure, no matter how stuck a situation may feel, everything is fluid. Everything can be changed, right? No outcome is finite or definitive. It depends on so many factors. So this is it. No, regardless of whatever you're navigating at this time, whatever you feel like, may not be changing, even though you want it to change, or perhaps you don't want it to change. Don't be so sure of that, because there may be a situation that's about to play out that you did not see coming. Okay. So let's have a look and see if we can get more information about that with the Work Your Light deck. See what else we can reveal about this new moon. That's too many cards, I think. Oh, no, it's two. Or is it? No, it's more. Okay, I'm not going to take it. If it was just two, then maybe I'll take it, but no. So let's see. Okay. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Wow, spiritual warrior mode. So Pisces, what are you doing battle with? What aspect of yourself are you having to come to terms with? What are you fighting for? Because maybe you feel like some kind of situation in your experience is coming to an end and you feel like it's beyond hope. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of despair because you're like, this is beyond fixable, or I cannot change this, or it's never going to come together. It's never going to happen in my favor. And it's like telling you, are you so sure of that? Don't be so sure of that. If this is something that's truly aligned to what it is you feel is really a part of your will, what is aligned to your true path, what is aligned to what you really want to express, what you really want to come into full alignment with and explore, then who says it can't be accomplished? Who says it's beyond your reach, right? Who says it's beyond repair? Things of that nature, right? It depends. How much do you want it? Are you willing to fight for it? Or will you allow it to slip through your fingers? That's the question you have to ask yourself, Pisces, because with this new moon in Leo, now is not the time to be uncertain. You need to be very, very sure of what it is that you want. And if you want it, be confident in that you can accomplish it, that you can overcome, right? The trials and tribulations, that you will succeed, you will triumph, right? And you will surprise yourself. So very powerful. So this is like night energy, I feel like, you stepping up and slaying your dragons in a way, right? So you know that you can accomplish this. Whatever it is that you want, if you fight for it, you just might get it. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what the tarot has to say in regards to these energies. But yeah, you're being asked to not be passive at this time, Pisces. You're being asked to step up to the plate, hear the call. What is your soul calling to you? If there's something that you want with all your heart, are you willing to fight for it? That's the question you have to ask yourself, because no matter how impossible a situation may seem or how difficult it is to overcome or accomplish, it may very well be possible. In fact, with this energy coming out, I would say it's absolutely possible. Okay. So let's see what else we can reveal that may help you with this. Oh, I just realized that my candles have finished. I wonder why it was a bit darker in here. Okay. They've gone out because they've been lit for a while now with these live streams. Okay. Interesting. Another sign got this card upside down as well in reverse. Well, I can't remember who it was. But anyway. So the first card you got, Pisces, is the Nine of Swords in reverse. Sorry, not in reverse. The Nine of Swords. So air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. you are really worried about something. You are stressed about something. You're like, oh my gosh, it's done. I'm never going to get this back, or I'm never going to make it happen. I'm never going to accomplish it, or, I can never overcome this, right? But that's your fear talking, right? So possibly when you're laying down in bed, you may be struggling to sleep at night because you're so racked with fear or sadness or despair that whatever it is you want, that can't come together, right? And you feel like no matter what you do, it never changes. You may even be dreaming about it when you do sleep, right? That's how much you want it, to the point where you may be getting a little bit obsessed with it. That's only because you're afraid that you can't make it happen, you can't fix it, right? But who says you can't? That's your fear talking. That's not indicative of the true reality, right? So the next card you have is the Knight of Cups in reverse. So see Knight energy here. So your energy along with Cancer and Scorpio. So you're like trying to withdraw from expressing your love further in a situation, or expressing your desire in a situation, expressing what it is you want more than anything, right? Because you feel like all hope is lost, or you can't accomplish it, or it's beyond your reach, or especially if this is in relation to a connection of any description, you may feel like it's not reciprocated, and that's why you're having to withdraw any advances or tokens of love that you may otherwise provide or share or give, right? Because you feel like there's all hope is lost, like, oh, my poor beating heart, oh, it will never come together. It's that kind of energy. And I'm not laughing at your pain, Pisces, at all. It's just that it is a little bit melodramatic because you're assuming the worst because it's not coming together in the way that you envisioned. But you may be surprised what's actually happening behind the scenes, But even if, say, if this involves another person and it is to do with love, right? And they're not giving you any kind of reciprocation. It's a case of how far are you willing to fight for this connection? How far are you willing to prove to this person that you truly do love them and you want to make this work or bring it closer together or cement this commitment, right? That's what you need to ask yourself. Is it worth continuing to fight for it? Is it aligned to your true path? What you feel is right in your heart? What is your intuition telling you at this time? These are the kind of questions you need to ask yourself. And then the next card you have is the Emperor in reverse. So you could be dealing with an Aries, possibly. Or possibly a Gemini. I get that. I don't know why, but I get Gemini as well. You could be dealing with either of those signs, but regardless of any of that, I feel like, or even Aquarius, but anyway, regardless of that, I feel like you have to really sit there and ask yourself, okay, if this person is not reciprocating my expression of love, if they're not reciprocating my feelings, if they're very closed off, if they're emotionally unavailable, if they're kind of stubborn, if they've got very high defenses, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe they've been hurt in the past. Maybe they're still healing, or maybe they feel like now it's not a good time, or maybe they're aware that perhaps you are still healing from a situation, or things are a little bit more complicated than they seem on the surface, right? There may be a reason why they're being standoffish with you or dismissive of your emotions or whatever, right? But if this person is really just coming across as selfish and it's very one-sided, then you have to ask yourself, how much of yourself are you willing to sacrifice for this connection? Is it time that you release it and move on? Or is it a time that, you stand your ground and just communicate directly and honestly how you feel with this person, right? And see what, and try and get some kind of answer from them. That's what you have to assess, because only you know your situation and whether or not it's something that ought to be released or something that's worth fighting for, fighting further for. So, yeah, take a little bit of time out to reflect on that, Pisces, is my advice here. And then when it's clear, once you really know intuitively what is the right choice for you, take action, right? Express what you need to express and keep moving forward, okay? So yeah, I hope that helps anyway. Yeah, do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found these readings useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. And don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed when your next readings go live on the channel. But I hope these help. And, like I said, regardless of how tricky a situation may seem, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, right? But sometimes it requires specific actions on our part and going after what our true happiness is mostly, right? Because that's the point. It's not to be miserable or feeling stuck or feeling, like we have no power in a situation. We can always make a choice somewhere in that, right? So hopefully that helps a little bit. But sending you guys so much love, so much encouragement. Really do step into your, intuitive awareness at this time, so that helps you make an informed decision of whatever situation you're navigating at this time. And yeah, I will do another reading for you guys again very soon. But for the meantime, have an awesome day, awesome evening, depending on where you are. And I will speak to you soon. Also, just to let you know, if you have any other placements you want to check out, say your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, and they're in a different element, you can check out the other elements, okay? I've already done the fire and earth live streams, okay? They'll be up on the channel very soon, so you can check those out. And I'll now do the air signs, okay? So that's the element I have to do last. Hi, Layla. I've already done the Cancer readings. That was the first one that we looked at for this particular live stream. So you can rewind, no problem there. And yeah, just want to say thank you for tuning in and checking this out. And I will speak to you guys soon. Bye.